XRP News Script, simplified for 5th grade level. We have some exciting news that came out today. I want to tell you about it. Also, I want to talk about what's happening this week. But most importantly, in this video, I want to tell you about what will help XRP go way up in price. And it's all about how useful XRP is and what it can do in the world of digital money. All I ask is if you like talking about XRP, type an X in the comments, click that like button, and let's jump in, guys. I hope you all had a great 3-day Labor Day weekend out there, because there's a lot of wrong information going around. I've been hearing a lot of wrong info, scary stories, and mean comments against the XRP community, which is still today the strongest. I'm going to call it the strongest group in crypto. Maybe not the biggest, because there are a lot of Bitcoin fans out there, and a lot of Bitcoin fans saying mean things about the XRP community. But it shows you that many people out there are jealous and saying mean things because they understand what's happening. It's like a big movement for this XRP community that's getting bigger and bigger every day. Now today we heard that Michael Saylor has bought almost $500 million, over 444 million actually, in Bitcoin. He can buy Bitcoin all he wants, right? He keeps buying the coin that only stores value, and XRP obviously stores value too. The big companies have shown that they believe that too with their paperwork for ETFs and other products out there. But I like the idea of owning a cryptocurrency that will actually be used for real things, that has a lot of different uses. And that's what we're going to talk about and focus on in this video, because what's coming to XRP and using it for what it was made to do is going to make the price shoot up like crazy. Now today we also found out that Jim Cramer says the market in September is USU. Ally Week. Jim Cramer. If you know anything about Jim Cramer, if you do the opposite of what he says a little over 90% of the time, you'll be right. Right? Do the opposite of Jim Cramer. And so, as we look at what's coming out this week, I want to talk to you about that in just a moment. It's going to go up and down a lot, that it's going to be bumpy whether prices go up or down. I'm going to talk to you about the numbers and information that will come out. But you also have an announcement coming out today. News just broke that President Trump will be speaking today, actually 2 p.m. Eastern Time where I live. And so whatever comes out of the White House, if it has anything important to us in this markets, whether it's about money or business, I'll make sure to tell you right away. I don't think it's anything about crypto or digital money, but of course, if it is anything important, we're going to make sure we tell you quickly. Now, Chadston Grabber, I have to give a shout out to him. 6 solid days of XRP money flowing out have turned positive today with a close to break even of 1.92 million. So almost 2 million. I'm going to show you the picture right here, the chart here. If you look at the picture, all it takes is one big green bar showing money flowing in to shoot the price back up. And that's exactly what we've seen. And it doesn't take a whole lot to move the cryptocurrency market up, whether that's something exciting happening, an event, but especially for XRP, how much it's worth total. It doesn't take a whole lot for it to go higher. Now, this is what I really want to focus on and talk about in this video. It's a post from Mr. Man, who is in our Telegram chat. We'll put our Telegram link below if you want to join and do research with us, talk with other people who think like us. It's totally free. Of course, I'm never going to message you privately. So be careful that if anyone ever messages you privately, or even in the comments, tries to pretend to be me, it isn't me. But he posted today that Finastra. We have to remember that Finastra works with the Federal Reserve and is really one of the biggest payment companies for the Federal. Now, they're also a longtime partner of Ripple, one of the biggest partners of Ripple, and one of the oldest relationships here. He posted that the Finastra, Ripple, and Thunes working together reaches 125 plus countries. Let me say that again. This working together between Finastra, Ripple, and Thunes reaches 125 plus countries. Now, Thunes, a global payments company that works in over 125 plus countries and helps 3 billion people with and without bank accounts, has officially teamed up with Ripple. This adds direct RippleNet pathways in Africa, Southeast Asia, Latin America, connecting to phone wallets, banks, and other ways to pay. It makes Ripple's ODL on-demand money service work in places that SWIFT has trouble reaching, basically combining the big business pathways of RippleNet with the last step reach of Thunes. Ripple, Finastra, and Thunes bring easy-to-grow cross-border payment systems that compete with and go around SWIFT. And that is exactly right. Swift can either join us or they can be left behind because we're coming after them. We're going to see that Ripple becomes a bank probably this year. I would say we hear something about this late October, early November. We'll have that Fed account, and really we do have most of the industry worried. Now, I believe in a world where many different blockchains work together, and I'm all about networking, connecting. We see that Charles Hoskinson is now on Team Ripple as some things have changed there. But we're seeing a lot of different big platforms saying it's time to go with Ripple, that it's time to work with Ripple. It's time to use the XRPL. And more specifically, it's time to take a look at XRP and what it can do for the world of payments. Now last. LY guys, this week again will be a very up and down week. We know we have important money information coming out. Whether it's the jobs report we know is coming out, job openings, ADP employment, PCE inflation data, this is all going to affect how the Fed looks at lowering interest rates. And so this is going to be one of the most important months, really one of the most important weeks we've had in a long time, but definitely one of the most important months we have had in a long time. A lot of information is going to come out this week. And of course, we will make sure you're connected and know about all of it. But what we have coming, and my message in this video, what we have coming with Ripple right now, as we see pathways all over the world that won't just want to use XRP, but literally need to use XRP, because Swift and the old system we have right now just can't connect to many of these places in the world that don't have many banks or any banks at all. This is where XRP really comes in to take over. Along with that, the thousands of partnerships that are already there, the over 300 bank partnerships that we know are already there. And as we get ready to see Ripple become a bank to get that FedMaster account, we're going to see a world where the old system either connects or stays disconnected in many ways and gets left behind. XRP, without a doubt, for those of us that have done our homework, our careful research, that have learned about ourselves in the XRP community, without a doubt, we know is the future, and it will in time also be the #1 digital money in the world. And so what that means for price, we look at what the price of Bitcoin is right now, that we look at the price of Ethereum, and we see XRP beat both of those in time. Working together with companies like Ripple, Finastra, Thunes, and other big companies out there. We're talking about powering a world economy, making a world economy better. We're not talking about 1 or 2 users to join and come on the blockchain. We're talking about billions and billions joining the blockchain and using these systems, this network, to move money super fast and efficiently. And so really going forward, this is where XRP will take over. And this is where XRP really is way ahead of everyone else. This is also why many out there feel scared. And it's very clear at this point that XRP is the winner of this market. In time, we will see that with the price going up much, much sooner than many think. We're also going to see it take over as the #1 spot in this market. That's all I got for you for now. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Guys, as always, I appreciate your support. We'll leave our links below. God bless. I will see you all in the next.